Writing group reports. This vidcast explains writing conventions for students writing group reports. As with all of our vidcasts, you can listen and read individual chapters or just read the material and/or listen and watch the complete vidcast. Poor examples of academic writing are in red and good examples are in blue. Please note that this is an example of a question, and for the correct guidelines for your assessment, please refer to GCU Learn. Chapter 1 demonstrates an example of a group report structure and gives an extract from the abstract and the introduction. Chapter 2 gives a brief extract from the literature section, the procedure and discussion. Chapter 3 illustrates brief examples from the conclusion and gives some reminders regarding academic writing conventions for writing group reports. Again, please note that you should always check your module guidelines. The issues with this extract is that the sentence does not commence with a verb. Asked. If that happens, the reader has no idea who has made this request. All of the information is written in one sentence. Remember, a sentence is a unit of sense, therefore one idea per sentence. If you find this idea confusing, please refer to the links for more information. This gives a good example of the same topic. The reader now knows the aims of the project. For more information about writing abstracts, refer to the vidcast on writing final year reports. This is available in GCU Learn. Please do not repeat the question as it has been given to you. The reader, i.e. your lecturer, wants to read the group's interpretation of the assessment question. There is no need to write in such a convoluted way. Your work should contain appropriate punctuation and language suitable for the purpose. For more information about punctuation, refer to either other vidcasts on writing conventions or refer to the links on these vidcasts. This extract is explaining the rationale for the selection of the Gallery of Modern Art. Note that the initials should be written in full the first time. Even though this is a brief extract, note the amount of information that has been recorded. The reader now clearly knows which level of user the CD is aimed at, the building that has been selected, and the reason why the group has made that choice. The introductory section is expected to give a justification for the selection and how this meets the aims of the project. At this point, it is helpful to state which person is completing which section of the report. It is important that you give the impression of planning the tasks and that this should be reflected in the Gantt chart, which is placed in the appendices. Read through the examples on this slide. Please note that this is an academic piece of writing and therefore you need to be careful regarding the level of formality of language. The next slide demonstrates an extract from the literature review. Issues that should be looked at in here are the aspect that the reader is not part of the group. So the reader needs to know more about the steps that have been taken resources. The resources referred to should also be critically analysed. For more information on writing literature reviews, refer to the vidcast on that subject. This is available in the GCU Learn. How did your group gather the information? Did you meet your objectives? If yes, how? If not, why not? Remember, this should also refer to the Gantt chart to show how and where and when you met your objectives. Evaluate the strengths and weaknesses of the project. In group reports, the lecturer also wants to know how well the group worked together. If there were problems or something worked particularly well, why was that? Please remember you will be working as part of a team in your working life after university, so this is good practice on how to be diplomatic in your comments. It is not unusual for groups to face problems in the group project, And again, you will gain recognition if you explain as a group how you worked cohesively to solve these problems and how you acknowledge the individual strengths of each member. This should contain an overall summary of the project, including the objectives met by the group. Finish with a positive statement about the group processes. This slide contains a quick reminder on some conventions of academic writing in group reports. If you wish more information about any aspect of academic writing or would like to discuss your coursework, please contact the Learning Development Centre in M534 on the 5th floor of the George Moore Building. You can make an appointment by emailing askldc@gcu.ac.uk or by phoning 0141 273 1230. If there is no one available to answer the phone, please leave your name and contact details and someone will get back to you. Alternatively, please pop in and see us in the LDC.